We love a chaotic celebrity love story, and it really doesn't get much more intrigue-piquing than Kanye West and Julia Fox. We were introduced to yet another wildly baffling celebrity romance, and that was after being blessed with the likes of Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, may I add, who are as intriguing as they are hauntingly beautiful, earlier this year, complete with pearl-clutching photoshoot and, here comes the word, gushing details of their first dates from Jules. In a nutshell, Julia and Kanye only met on New Year's Eve during celebrations in Miami. What ensued were public displays of increasing affection, make-out sessions on the bonnets of cars surrounded by paparazzi, a complete wardrobe overhaul, as Kanye is wont to do, and parties with Madonna. We cried publicity relationship. Julia called such claims BS. So we just continue to watch like involuntary voyeurs, becoming more and more entranced by this faction of someone else's life so far removed from our own. But what goes up, must come down, all good love stories must come to an end. This is not true, but where's the drama in that? And other select clichés, and as soon as it was shoved in our faces, Julia was no more. As much as you'd all love to deny it, though, you were all taken by the WTF area of the whole thing, weren't you? You've made it this far into a piece with their names in the headline, after all. You may also be one of the types who wrote, "Who cares?" underneath tweets on the relationship, suggesting that despite your best deflection, you do, indeed care. Very much so. Why? Well, Kanye and Julia's short-lived, albeit consuming, romance, for all its awkwardness, had the hallmarks of the perfect showmance. Note, now when I say showmance, I don't mean forksmance. I'm sure they had a very lovely and legitimate few weeks of a relationship. I don't think this was a PR stunt. Was it wild and played up for the cameras? 100%. Which is what I mean when I say showmance. Anyway, I digress. It was intensely public, almost too public, incredibly fast, very sexy, polarizing and, real talk, suspiciously timed. Lest we forget, Kanye's Netflix documentary, Genius, a Kanye trilogy, comes out tomorrow. His album, Donda 2, is also imminent, without Kid Cudi, sad face. Julia also joked, when insisting she wasn't crying over the breakdown of the union, she was saving the sordid details for her book. Whether or not she is indeed penning a tome remains to be seen, but I do know that if she is, I'm snapping that baby up with zest the moment it hits shelves if her essays for interview were anything to go by. She called herself a hustler, and there is no better description for the pair of them. They know how to play us, and play us well. Consider us played better than Hendrix's guitar. Look, perhaps I'm getting all in a flutter about this pair who perhaps weren't even taking this all that seriously, until we piped up and turned their sort of relationship into something it never was. Classic us, after all, for every photograph of the pair, leather-clad limbs intertwined, was a desperate message from Kanye begging ex-wife Kim Kardashian to go back to him, a year after their split and despite her relationship with Pete Davidson. I won't get into the pretty shocking and, arguably problematic behavior of recent days, from the professing his love for the reality star, to switching up his lyrics to beg for a reunion, or sending a truck of roses to Kim's house, but it's worth noting if you refer to aforementioned section, convenient timing. So was this showmance ever the real deal or a delightful spot of publicity in a world where image is everything? Old mate has a documentary and album to sell and we can be whipped into a frenzy without a second thought? We'll probably never know, but much like HIIT training in the gym, this level of high-intensity celebrity humping and dumping has got me yearning for a nap and a cold shower, that is until the next star duo decides to shack up right in front of my salad.